today I will teach you how to make a pizza crust. The best ever because it's made with sprouted buckwheat, and as you learn in other lessons, sprouted buckwheat, once it's sprouted, it's very high in protein. So you got a crust that is high in protein, then you have all the vegetables on top, plus we'll have the dill nut cheese and the chili spread. All of that makes it such, oh, and then the marinated mushroom, of course. So stay with me to the end. I'm going to be doing this very quick. Okay, so hang on. All right, so first we start with measuring the ingredients, the first ingredient that will go into the food processor. And we start with the carrots, and we have 240 grams. And here I have a little bit too much, 240. And then we add 60 grams of celery. So that brings us to 300. And you know that's the beauty, right, of using the scale. So easy, so fast. Awesome. And then all of these ingredients will go into the food processor. So may as well, when we cut, put them directly in there. There we go. And of course I kept the peel on the carrots because there's lots of nutrients in the peel. My carrots are organic, so maybe if they're not, then you peel them. But mine's are. And then we mix. There we go. It's only 10 seconds with my food processor. My knife is quite new. It's just one knife. It's the S knife. And I will show you here. So you just need to break up the carrots like this. So they're not totally turned into mush, but they're in small pieces. Then we add 120 grams of the sprouted buckwheat. So 120. There we go. And we mix again. Another 10 seconds. Then we take our bowl, put the mixture back in the bowl. Here we are. And I'll be able to show you this way, you see. So the buckwheat is broken up in little pieces. Next, we add 105 grams of the golden flax. It's been reduced into a flour. Ideally, do it just before you do your recipe. And when you have some left, then put it in the fridge. Well, there you go. And then we add 4 grams of the salt. There we are. 4 grams of the Italian seasoning. And there we are. And we mix. When you have a recipe like this that you need to mix, it's best that you have a bowl that is wider than narrow, because then you can see better, mix better, because when it's deep, it's not as easy to turn it, to mix it, see what's going on. Easier when you have a wider opening for the bowl. Excellent. Okay, as you can see, I've got my fiber cloth here. The edges have been cut up, so there is no bump. And what that does is I can put a 𝗃flex sheet, and it's not going to move. If you don't have a 𝗃flex sheet, you can use wax paper and do the same thing. Then I add a teaspoon of oil, and then spread it on the paper, the 𝗃flex sheet here. Spread it around, cover the whole sheet. We take another 𝗃flex sheet, put it on top, and then just move that one on top of the other one. Whoopsies, it's very, they really got together here. So that there is oil on this one as well. We need oil on both, okay? Then we will put 500 grams of the mixture on the sheet. Here. So I'll just put my scale to 0, take my bowl, get closer, put it in the center. Let's see what I'm left with. A little bit more. Oh, actually, so I think that, yeah, put the entire recipe on there. You have what you need. Then we fold the tea-flex sheet, meat in the center, press down. The other way around. Fold the tea-flex sheet, meat in the center, press down. So we form a square in the middle of the tea-flex sheet. Put the other tea-flex sheet on top with the oily side down. Use a rolling pin. I like to use a marble one because it has some weight to it. Then you start spreading, but don't press too hard. You just gently start like this. Because when you press too hard, you might divide the dough. You need to keep it together as it is here. And now we spread, so a few times this way, a few times this way. The idea is that you will spread the dough on the entire sheet. And as you can expect, we started with the center, so there were more dough in the center. So when you roll, you press harder in the center, less on the side. Harder center, less on the side, okay? To equalize the dough. There we are. And here, see what we've got? It's awesome, as easy as that. The next step is that I will make pizza crust that would be that size. It's like an individual serving. But you can also make family size. So you could do that as well. But for today, what we'll do is we'll do individual size. So I will, and then I'm not getting too close to the edges because it's kind of broken a little bit. So I'll stay inside. I press down. You can turn like this, but don't move it this way because then it just gets smaller. And then another one here. And then, oh yeah, I can fit one more here. Excellent. And take out the parts like this on the edges, just outside of what we did mark with the form that we had there. Actually, I don't know what it's called. I have to find, I'll find it online. I'll put it in the post below. There we are. And then for this one in the center, if you use the corner, it's easy to reach it and take it out. Next step is I take a tray, slide my tea-flex sheet on top. So you would do the same thing if you do the oven. You would slide it on your baking sheet. And then if you have another baking sheet, it's ideal because you can do what I'm doing next. I take another tray with a mesh. I flip like this, and I simply peel it off. That's okay, there you go. But you could also, so this is to go in my dehydrator, which is a Sedona. And it goes for 12 hours at no more than 118, no less than 115 Fahrenheit. Sedona is more expensive. You don't have a dehydrator yet. You can use an air fryer. And the 𝗏 has a dehydrating function. But use the one with trays, not the one with the basket. So the one with trays, you have 3 trays in the 𝗏, and that is less expensive. It's $130 here in Canada. The next step, I'll teach you how to assemble a pizza. So stay with me. Hello, I'm back. So we did the dough, we shaped the pizza crust, they are dehydrated, and now they're ready. And you know, once they are dehydrated like this, they will last for a month in a container that is airtight. So it's so practical to have. And Now we assemble the pizza. It's going to take no time. So we start with the chili. I will put the link in the post below. I did teach you how to make that chili paste. And then we add the dill nut cheese. I thought you had that one as well on top. And then it's the time to add our CMOS powder. Add that on top. Let's say you have someone that is finicky in the family, doesn't want to take their supplements. Then you do it then. Because the CMOS powder has 92 of the 102 minerals that we need, and it's a whole food. And there's nothing else in that bag. It's only CMOS. There is no fillers. It won't be seen then. Nobody will know, and it has no taste. Then we add the chiffonade kale. There you are. Julienne carrots. And once you've made it, you know, you can improvise with your own choice of vegetables, right? For me, it's a question of look as well, color combination. Then I add cauliflower, but it's sliced very, very thin, like, you know, 1/8 of an inch. Because otherwise, well, you can imagine, if you put too big pieces, they'll just fall off. And then, I also taught you that one. Those are the mushrooms, the marinated mushrooms. They are so delicious on the pizza. And the idea is that you would put as many as when you take a bite. So each bite would have a mushroom. That's the idea. There you go. Oh my gosh. This looks amazing. There we go. And there you are. And you know the beauty of this as well? You're at the table with your family. You just put all those ingredients on the table, and then they assemble themselves. You have friends coming over. You teach them how we assemble yours, and then they do it themselves. So it's a great, fun thing to do for a party, a dinner party. And also, it saves you time. And it is, oh my gosh, that little pizza is so delicious. And yes, that's what I do. I eat it like this. Like if you would have a slice of pizza anyway, you'd eat it this way. So I do the same thing. The combination of flavor are just perfect. Enjoy. Love food that loves you back.